A few years back, Rivian was the first company to come out with an electric pickup for the masses, the Rivian R1T. But for 2025, we've seen some heavy revisions on the Rivian R1T, as well as its sister product, the R1S, which is basically like an SUV version of the R1T. So when the Rivian first came out, it was a quad motor, large battery pack, and for a few years, that's the only way you could have it. There wasn't too many options on it. But now for 2025, Rivian gives you a lot of options. There's 4 different powertrain configurations. You can get a dual motor performance, a tri-motor, which this one is, or a quad motor. Hi, this is Joe from Way Scarff Ford, and today we're going to talk about this 2025 Rivian R1T tri-motor. Let's dive in. As far as batteries go, like I said, when the Rivian first came out, it was just a large battery pack, but now you have the standard, large, and you have the max battery pack, which this one's equipped with. On the outside, it looks very similar than the original Rivian, but again, we saw some changes as well. We have new electric drive units, so the electric motors that power the vehicle, those are different. We see some new battery technology. We saw some revisions to the vehicle's wiring. They actually eliminated about 50 pounds of wiring, simplifying the wiring in this vehicle. And they got rid of 17 computer modules down to 7, so they made it a lot more. So removing complexity and weight is always a good thing. And this thing is absolutely amazing. The fit and finish, the design, the looks. And this is an all-American success story. Rivians are made in Normal, Illinois, and they are a completely American company, inside and out. And they make an amazing product. I kind of call these like electric Range Rovers. The fit and finish, the attention to detail in the interior. I've been in the car business 30 years. I love all sorts of vehicles, foreign and domestic. I've been in a lot of premium German and European vehicles. To me, the Rivian's interior and fit and finish is uneclipsed by anything that comes in, anything made in America. There's no American luxury car company that I've seen that has an interior as nice as this Rivian. It rivals what would you get like on a premium like AMG Mercedes, or a premium six-figure BMW product. It is absolutely amazing. The fit and finish, the attention to detail. I mean, look at all the little things, the little Rivian logo there. We have this nice Rivian logo here, the bezels, the piping, the contrast stitching. Everywhere you look, there are little attentions to detail. I'm a big fan of Teslas. I have a Tesla myself. I've driven it for 3 years. Teslas are great vehicles, but they have a very simple, minimalist interiors. You know, Tesla excels in software. They construct their vehicles amazingly. They have amazing technology, vertically integrated, similar to Rivian's kind of following the similar philosophy as Tesla in that aspect. But no Tesla, even the high-end S and X, do not hold a candle to how nice the interior is in this Rivian. Absolutely loved by the automotive press. One of my favorite automotive publications, Car and Driver magazine. They have a CD rating for 2025. They give the Rivian a 10 out of 10. It's an Editor's Choice Award. Car and Driver had to compete against the Cybertruck and other, popular electric pickup trucks, and the Rivian came out #1. Beautiful stitching on the dashboard, open pull-wood trim. We have a huge screen that operates the functionality of the vehicle. It takes a little bit of time. There's a depth to this system, unlike a lot of other vehicles. A lot of other car manufacturers, they rely on third parties to make their screens, their MCUs, which is basically the central brain of their vehicle. Not so much for Rivian. So there's a depth to this screen, kind of like Tesla. It's almost like an iPad. The way the user interface is designed, very intuitive, easy to use. It'll take a little bit of a learning curve to get used to it, but once you do, it'll be very easy. You can pull up this here for vehicle settings, where you can make you can open the gear tunnels, you can open the hood, you can fold down the tailgate, you can open and close the power tonneau cover. Well, I'll get to this, I'll show you all this stuff. A lot of things you can do with this screen. We click here, we have About, which shows the vehicle information, so it has 7,618 miles. You can name your vehicle Old Beater. That's kind of funny. This is definitely not a beater. R1T Tri-Max Ascend package, Rivian Autonomy platform, Ascend Black Mountain Brown Ash Wood trim, 4-screen exterior, battery max pack, motor, tri-motor all-wheel drive, 22-inch wheels and tires. And then Sport Black Assembly, Normal, Illinois. So for the ultimate in performance and off-road prowess, the tri-motor or the quad motor is the way to go. For rock crawling, things like that, technical off-roading, the tri-motor and the quad motor reign supreme. Because with the tri-motor and the quad motor, you have either, so the tri-motor, you have an electric motor for each rear wheel and one electric motor for both the front wheels. Likewise, with the quad motor, you have one electric motor for each wheel. So you can precisely modulate power to each individual wheels. And with more electric motors, it's like having more engines. Tri-motors, that's like having 3 engines. 850 horsepower, 1,100 pound-feet of torque. This thing makes as much torque as a 6.7 Power Stroke diesel, as much as a high output Power Stroke diesel in our Ford F-Series, our Super Duty. 0 to 60, 2.7 seconds. So you have like supercar level acceleration. This thing actually accelerates faster than our Raptor R, our supercharged V8, 720 horsepower Raptor R, which retails for like $115,000. This thing out-accelerates it. And it can tow more than the Raptor 2. You can tow up to 11,000 pounds with the R1T and carry up to 1,700 pounds of payload in the bed. You have heated and ventilated front seats, a very nice heated steering wheel. You have an adjustable air suspension. So you can tailor this thing for different types of driving. You have a drive mode selector. There's all-purpose, conserve, sport, and snow mode. You can adjust the suspension height. So different drive modes, and then you can go in off-road mode. And that gives you a very sophisticated terrain management system. You can see also that the suspension is raising its height to the maximum ground clearance in off-road mode. This has a really nice air suspension. And the tri-motor gives you some drive modes that aren't available in the dual motor. We have rock crawl, soft sand, rally, and drift. If you look over here, we actually have a copy of the original build sheet on this one. It has storage galore in this thing. The storage in these Rivians is absolutely amazing. So here, the original MSRP, $105,200. This has a 4-screen paint that was $2,500 upgrade to the 22-inch Sport Dark wheels, $1,000. With the Ascend trim, which this one has, you have these really cool plaid accents, plaid carpeting and accents on the seats and stuff like that. Very, very cool. Beautiful 22-inch wheel and tire package. You can also tell that more performance-oriented Rivians will have the yellow brake calipers. It's a giveaway that it's not your standard run-of-the-mill Rivian. When you see those yellow brake calipers, it means that this thing is going to be a high-performance version, be it the performance, tri-motor, or the quad motor. Very large cargo area right here. Since we don't have an engine up here, we have a frunk, but it gets even deeper. You open up this panel, and there's even more storage. So it looks like we have a tire inflator kit, first aid kit, and of course the charger for the battery. This 850 horsepower hot rod electric pickup truck also has very generous rear seat accommodations. And look at the back of the seats. The detail still goes on here. We have wood trim, we have a little USB-C port there, nice contrasting colors and fabrics and patterns, more of that plaid. Beautiful job. We also have a screen back here. We have rear climate control, rear heated seats, large glass roof panel, lots of natural light inside. All right, let's talk about storage. If we flip this up, look at that. We have more storage under the seat. But we're not done yet. You hit this button right here, and it opens a gear tunnel. And there's access on both sides. This is a large storage area, very large. You have a 12-volt power outlet in there. This thing is fantastic. This is almost like having another trunk. Another cool feature is you flip this down. You have cup holders here, a little storage compartment, but if we flip this portion up, you also have access to the gear tunnel. Great thinking on Rivian's part, isn't it? One feature that disappeared for a little while off the Rivians was very popular, but when the Rivian first came out, they had some problems with it, so they had to drop it, but now it's back, is a power tonneau cover. On the earlier versions, and I know because I bought a few of these earlier versions of the Rivian, these things would bind up, they wouldn't work, they'd get jammed, and eventually Rivian just dropped them. I think they offered a manual one. But for 2025, we saw the tonneau cover, power tonneau cover come back by popular demand, and it is fantastic. You can hit this button right here and the tailgate folds down, and we can see the bed's not huge. It's like a 4.5 foot bed, but the way the tailgate is hinged, you can see it's hinged a little bit different than your standard tailgate, so it extends a lot further. So when you put the tailgate down, it extends the bed to 6 feet. So if there's stuff that obviously you're gonna have to secure it, but you can have stuff secured and in the bed with the tailgate down, extending the bed length to about 6 feet. Of course, we have power outlets, two 120 power outlets on that side. On this side, we have air. Integrated LED lighting in the bed. Oh, and we're not done yet. As far as storage goes, we have another storage compartment. You can also put a spare tire in here. It has a drain plug, so you can also use it as a cooler. So if you want to put your day's catch in there, or beers or soda pops for a tailgate party, it's all possible with the Rivian R1T. Well, there you have it, a fantastic all-electric pickup truck, tri-motors, 850 horsepower, 1,100 pound-feet of torque. Car and Driver believes it's the best electric pickup truck out there right now. And after one spin in this thing, and seeing all the features, the detail, the fit and finish, the luxury, the technology, it's hard to argue it's not. Thanks for watching. I am Joe. We are Way Scarff Ford and Isuzu. We've been in business 103 years. We sell new Fords, new Isuzus, and a very wide variety of premium vehicles, especially a lot of different EVs. Thanks for watching. If you're watching this video on YouTube, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.